Good evening. My name is Anthony Lynn, and I'm here today to talk to you about what not to do when your investments lose money. How many of you have investments right now, like stocks, and during this trying time we're living in, dealing with the coronavirus and this pandemic, the stock market has dropped tremendously, and we start losing money, and people start to panic because they put so much into the stocks and the companies, and they start doing things that they really shouldn't do. One, I'm going to talk to you about not panicking and start selling your stocks. Two, I'm going to be telling you about not betting into all the wrong stocks, thinking that you're going to get a higher return. Three is to pay attention. Don't pay too much attention to the short-term loss. Okay, let's get started. First, don't panic and start selling your stocks, because you lose more that way, and we all don't want to lose money. And during these times, the stock market, it has its ups and downs. Sometimes you have high moments, sometimes you have low moments. But just like long-term investors, they know who to stick with. They know which companies have the higher returns that give you more money in the long run and over time as time goes on. So don't just jump ship and sell all your stocks. According to CNBC, it says that, looking at data back to 1930, it says the Bank of America found that if an investor missed the S&P 500's 10 best days in each decade, the total return would be just 91%, below the 14,962% return for investors who held on through ups and downs. See, it's good to hold on to your investments, because we may be down for a moment, but after a while things will start rising again. So don't just give up on your stocks. Start selling them, trying to claim back more money when actually you're losing, in fact, by not just allowing it to stay and then start back rising again. Moving on to the second one, don't bet into all the wrong stocks. When the stock market starts to fall and you see where your stock is very low, and you decide you want to go into a different company because they're up right now, you see they're all up, and you want to get that good return, when who knows, their up may turn to a huge downfall after a while. And you don't want, it's like taking risk because of what's going on in the world, and you start losing money. You start gambling away money that you could use for other essential needs. And it says focus on the large companies, those companies who's been thriving throughout the ups and downs over the years. Now moving on to our third factor, which is don't pay too much attention into the short-term performance of the company, because it starts weighing on your mind, and it makes you worry and start stressing out. You don't need that. It's damaging to your health. You should always just weather the storm, no matter how low it may get. Things may turn around the next few years down the road. So don't just give up on the company you invested in. And that just brings us to say, hey, stocks have its ups and downs. One, don't pay too much attention into the performance of the company, especially during the short term when it's down. Don't fret. Don't bet on too many other stocks where you see that they're having their high months now, but it could drop tremendously later. Stick with what you know. And lastly, don't just sell all your stuff. Simple as that. Don't sell it, because you never know. That low moment may be for just a year's time, maybe 5 years, but after that, it may skyrocket. Who knows? But if you trust the company, stick with it.